Hello, welcome to another quick tutorial from EpoxyJewelry.com. This one is more of a product overview than a tutorial. This is a new product. These are color changing powders. Basically, they're almost pure white when there's no UV light, and then they change to bright colors when they're in full UV light. Now you can probably see that there's a little bit of color in them right now, and that is because there is some UV light in this room from both my lights that I use for filming and from outdoor light. But to give you an example, this one here that looks green is actually blue, and this one that looks a little pinkish is actually red. Now I'm going to hit them with some UV light real quick just to show you. Now the light will, the color will fade fairly quickly when they're removed from UV light. So I'm going to show you real quick here. You can see there that they've changed to blue and a red or a kind of a magenta color. Let me hit the blue one a little bit more. I didn't turn that much blue, but it's a really pretty blue when it's got proper light. There we go. It changes really quick back. So anyways, what we're going to do is make some epoxy jewelry with these, and the jewelry pieces will look white in the indoors, close to white indoors, but when you go outside they'll be a very vivid color. So what I've done here is I've already got some epoxy started, mixed and measured. Well, started to be mixed. I didn't fully mix it here. And we're going to split this up into two containers so that I can make both colors. And I'm going to make some mixed colored pieces to show you. Okay, so I'm going to split this into two containers here. Okay, that's not perfectly even. Let me try to get it more even. Okay, that's pretty close to even. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a clean stick here, and I'm going to put, now these look like they're lumps and rocks in there, but this stuff is like baby powder, so when you mix it in it'll even out here. I'm going to put, I don't think it'll take too much. Just a small amount like that. We'll mix that up. See what that looks like? Yeah, that should be plenty in there. You can experiment. This is a new product, so I'm not even all that familiar with it. I'm going to mix it up real good here. Okay, so that'll be the blue one. And then we'll take some of this one here. This will be the red one. So this is kind of a nice change from regular colors. You'll be able to have something that actually changes color indoors and outdoors. It'll look a little bit bland indoors, but then as soon as you put it under either a fake UV light, you know, like a black light or something, or sunlight, it will change to a vivid color. You can get some really neat effects with this, I think. Okay, so now that one's pretty well mixed. So I'm going to bring a mold out here now. This is one of our newer molds here, a round one. Of course, it's been used a couple times. And what I'm going to do is do a combination color by pouring them at the same time. You could do that, or you could put few dots of one and then fill in around it the rest just to come up with a little different pattern like that. I'm doing these fairly thin. You can do them whatever thickness you desire. Do that. I'll come back and refill that one in the rest of the way. And then if you wanted to, where these two colors meet, you could take and drag it around or swirl it a little bit just to add some contrast to it. Just to be interesting. Looks kind of dull by itself, but when these harden, they should look pretty neat. I'll tell you what I'm going to do even. I'm going to take one of our UV lights here and put over this and see if I can't get a little bit of color out of it right now so you can see it. See that? So, I'm not an artist. I'll leave it up to you guys to figure out the best way to use this, but just thought I'd show you this new product, and I'll come back when these dry in 24 hours and show you what they look like. Thanks for watching.